Hello everyone, and welcome to my video where I'll be demoing Amazon Bedrock Data Automation. It's a fully managed service that takes unstructured content like documents, images, audio, and video, and it turns it into clean, structured data through a single API. In this video, I will cover the problem Bedrock Data Automation solves, what it supports, and how it works. Then I'll go over core concepts. After that, I'll do a code walkthrough, and last but not least, I'll perform a demo. So first, let's start with the problem it solves. Traditionally, processing unstructured data meant juggling multiple AI models, writing custom extraction logic, and maintaining complex pipelines. Bedrock Data Automation replaces all of that. You point it at a file and you'll get structured JSON back. Now let's talk about the type of content that Bedrock Data Automation supports. So for documents, we have things like PDFs, forms, contracts, etc. For images, it supports OCR, logo detection, content moderation, and also scene classification with bounding boxes. Then for audio, we have transcription, speaker diarization, sentiment, etc. And last but not least, we have video, which can include scene summaries, chapter markers, transcripts, and more. Next, let's go over how it works. So once your file lands in S3, Bedrock Data Automation takes it from there. It automatically selects the right model, runs extraction against your blueprint, and drops clean JSON into your output bucket with a confidence score on every field. In Bedrock Data Automation, there are 4 core concepts. First is Intelligent Document Processing, also known as IDP. Simply put, it's an AI-powered data entry. Instead of a human manually reading and typing values from a document, Bedrock Data Automation does it automatically. It identifies the document type, extracts the fields you need, and flags anything it isn't sure about for human review. So for the next core concept, we have blueprints. A blueprint defines what you want to extract from a document. Think of it as a template that tells Bedrock Data Automation which fields to look for and how to format them. Within Bedrock Data Automation, there are 2 types of blueprints. First, we have catalog blueprints. These are pre-built templates for common documents. Then we have custom blueprints, where you create your own templates for unique document types. The next core concept is projects. A project groups your output configurations together. You can attach multiple blueprints to a single project, allowing it to handle different document types automatically. Our last core concept is the document splitter. When enabled, Bedrock Data Automation can take a single PDF containing multiple document types. It can split it into individual documents and match each one to the correct blueprint automatically. It's off by default and you enable it at the project level via the API. If you look below, it tells how it splits, an example, the max file size, and then default. So the next step in this tutorial is to go through a code walkthrough, but before I do that, I just want to show the type of document I was using and how it's structured. This is fake data. This is a fake discharge summary. Again, this is not real data, but this is what I will be using for Bedrock Data Automation. So now I'm going to do a high-level code walkthrough. So first we'll set up our client. Bedrock Data Automation uses 2 clients. First, we have a Bedrock Data Automation client for creating blueprints and projects. Then we have a Bedrock Data Automation runtime for invoking jobs and checking status. Next, we'll create a custom blueprint. So blueprints uses JSON schemas to define extraction fields. We are referencing synthetic data that I showed earlier from that hospital discharge document. There are best practices, so you need to be specific in your instructions. Instead of using patient name, maybe use full legal name of the patient as it appears on the document. There's also a few key schema properties. So we have type, which represents data type. You can see it here. Then we have inference type. Explicit will be extracted directly from the text. And then implicit will infer from context. Here is inference type. And then last but not least, we have instruction, which is natural language guidance for extraction and normalization. Then we'll create our data automation project. This project ties together your blueprints and your output configurations. Then we'll process our documents. So we'll upload our documents to S3, then invoke the asynchronous processing job. Then we'll check our job status and retrieve our results. Then we'll explore our results. So this code is a utility block that locates Bedrock Data Automation's output in S3. It'll pull it down and it'll let you inspect the job metadata. This is useful for confirming the job completed and finding the paths to your actual extracted results. Then at the end, we'll do a demo summary. This is a formatted results viewer. It'll take Bedrock Data Automation's raw JSON output and present it in a readable way so we can review it. So now let's kick off the demo. So to start, go ahead and navigate over to Amazon Bedrock in your AWS console because data automation is under Bedrock. We'll scroll down till we see data automation, select it, and here we'll be using intelligent document processing. Now again, intelligent document processing will extract key entities out of unstructured data. So let's go to Manage Blueprints. Here you can see there's some sample blueprints, but for this project, I will be creating a custom blueprint. And here you see there's no custom blueprint yet, but we'll be creating that within code. So I'm going to navigate over to my VS Code notebook so you can see how I did that. So now let's go ahead and run our code. Here we're creating our blueprint once again. So now that we ran that, our blueprint should be created. So if we navigate back to AWS's console, again, Amazon Bedrock Data Automation will be in the left-hand side. And we'll navigate to that custom output setup. I'm going to refresh. And here is our newly created blueprint. So let's navigate back over to the code and finish running everything. And here we'll create our data automation project, and we should be able to see this also in AWS's console. So we'll navigate back over to data automation, set up projects, and here is our project. So here we just invoked our job. Now we need to check our job status and retrieve our results. It'll take a moment. Here we do have that status in progress. And obviously this will take a second, so we can wait until it's done. Okay, our job completed successfully. So now let's explore our results. So we'll run some data again. This tells the bucket, the key, the prefix, the metadata job. And this is also all the files in our output folder. And here is the important part as well. So this shows our extracted data. So this is the name of the file, and if we scroll down, we can see that it pulled a discharge summary, it pulled the discharge date, the patient ID, the patient name, the admitted date, the hospital contact, and the hospital name. So if we refer back to our file, let's just look at patient name, for example. We see that's correct. And for date of admission, we have the same exact date shown here. And we also can check our patient ID to see if that matches as well. And here we can see it does. So if we scroll down, we can also get our demo summary with our confidence scores. And here, these confidence scores are important in the sense of if they're low, you know exactly where to check for in the actual document to validate whether or not the output is correct or not. I'm going to give a brief summary on everything I covered today. So again, Bedrock Data Automation just uses one API for documents, images, audio, and video, and it returns structured JSON with no pipeline required. And it works by uploading a file to S3. Bedrock Data Automation processes the file. JSON is outputted with confidence scores on every field. We have intelligent document processing, which uses AI to replace manual data entry, classifies, extracts, and flags uncertain fields for human review. Then we have blueprints, which are templates defining what to extract using pre-built catalog blueprints, or you can define your own fields with custom blueprints. Then we have projects. It groups blueprints together, so one project automatically handles multiple document types. And then last but not least, we have our document splitter, which splits multiple document PDFs at semantic boundaries and routes each piece to the right blueprint. If you're seeing this, that means you made it to the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video.